Today we have a new unboxing of a short course truck that most people do not own or know about. Now, the main thing that I was concerned about when ordering this is I thought that all the Conquest lineup were on the same chassis. And a lot of manufacturers do that. They take a buggy and they put a short course body on it, they put a buggy body on it, they put a monster truck body on it, and they put like a stadium truck body on it. And that's why I never even looked any closer into this. Until recently when Helion was on sale, it sparked my attention and I realized that this is on a longer chassis. It is, I think, nearly 13-inch wheelbase. It's a 13-inch wheelbase. It is on a very similar chassis to the Team Associated, and I will get my Team Associated out in a little while and we will do a comparison. Anyway, guys, this is the brushed edition, and it was $99. Now, I haven't even unboxed this yet, but for $99 to get a full-size two-wheel drive short course truck, that is Roar. This is Roar standard. The wheelbase and everything like that is Roar standard. So you could race this and be official for $99. It is brushed, but it won't stay brushed for long. But we've got all the weather electronics, the Helion brush system, it's a 40 amp ESC, the iconic transmitter, the ET3. Excuse me. And here you can see the chassis. You can see the chassis. It is not the same as the other Conquest. The other Conquest lineup has a buggy chassis. It's shorter, it's really wide here, and it goes real narrow and then long. Kind of similar to like the Traxxas two-wheel drive LCG chassis. It's wide in the back and real narrow. This is what they call a wide stance LCG, and it's really nice. And what I can tell from just looking at here, this has more bracing than my Team Associated, although the Team Associated does use the fiber reinforced composite, which to me it calls the FRP, I guess, type stuff. It's got a real high fiber content in it. Anyway, we've got a fully enclosed spur gear, full ball bearings throughout, standalone non-integrated electronics, oil-filled coilovers, high torque servo, high grip all-terrain tires, all-weather electronics, high performance 550 class 5 brush motor, and an adjustable slipper. That's pretty cool. These iconics, I have these because I do have the HSP Grampus, which is the Conquest MT, and it does have the same remote and everything like that. It's just not branded with the iconic on it, because I'm not sure who the OEM for this chassis is. It might be HSP as well. I have to look into it, but I know that the other chassis, the OEM, is HSP, and some of the stuff, the other stuff is FS Racing, and then, oh yeah, you guys saw that in the background, yes. This is, I think, V-Car who makes these, because it's very similar to the Bison chassis, and they do have a short course truck that's very, very similar, or is the same thing as the V-Car. I think they call theirs the Select 4. Anyway, so we've got adjustable suspension here. We've got the brushed system. I'm not sure. It doesn't say the turns. It looks probably like just a regular 20 turn or a 19 turn 550. Which is cool because that will take a 3S more than likely. And okay, right here, I'll look closer into it and I'll be able to tell the turns. It's probably marked on the motor. We do have a brass pinion gear, but that's okay. I will be removing that anyways. I have a couple pinions on order, some hardened anodized aluminum, really light but strong. Yeah, see, here we go. It's a 12.8 wheelbase, so yeah, 13-inch wheelbase basically. Really nice. This is the XB edition. There's a lot of stuff to read right here. And fans of short course racing and all mudslinging, high-octane thrills, the Conquest STXB. Anyway, yeah, see the LCG, low center of gravity chassis. It's the wide track, low center of gravity chassis. That's the difference between this one and the other Conquest line. So let me get this open. They said that their parts for the Conquest and the Avenge line will continue indefinitely. Now, we don't know if that's going to be true. We're not sure if that's going to be 100% true indefinitely, but at least for a while, we should be fine. And everything's in stock. Besides the stock drive shafts, I saw those were being discontinued, and it's probably because that Traxxas sued them for those because they're very similar to a Traxxas drive shaft, and so they can't sell them anymore. So they do offer there's CVD, plastic CVDs, and it's for this one actually. This one's drive shaft. This one, everything, parts, everything are in stock. This one, just the stock drive shafts aren't in stock, but you can buy the upgraded ones, and also Traxxas ones fit, and I'm pretty sure ECX ones would fit as well because they all three are about the same size and they're interchangeable. And if you get the ECX HD ones, they're very inexpensive and they're pretty strong compared to the stock ECX ones. And these ones do not. Oh yeah, this has a 6 cell. This one has the 7. I forgot this is the brushed edition. So yes, this chassis looks great, and this plastic looks like it's got a lot of fiber content in it as well. So it looks like it's going to be really strong. It's really, really nice. I think the A-arms and stuff like that are the same as the other Conquest. Yeah, the transmission, the A-arms and stuff like that are the same as the other Conquest lineup, but this chassis, the center chassis, and of course the bumpers and whatnot, that's the difference. So this is really cool because what I'll do is, because this is what I'll be able to do. I'm pretty sure this is a, let me see, I can't see the writing, it's on the bottom. It's hard to see. The box though, I'll be able to look on the box and I can see the markings on the box. It's right there on the box in the picture. But it's a 550, it's probably a 19 turn to 20 turn, so that's cool. That means it should be able to run. This should be moved. That's too close. Gonna feed these through there. Anyway, this is a 550. I think it's a 20 or 19 turn 550. And if that's the case, we can run a 3 cell. Because I know that this ESC, that is a 1040 hobby wing. Even though it's branded Helion and what do they call them? Iconic? Yes. Even though it's branded Helion and Iconic, it is actually a hobby wing 1040, and they do handle 3S down to an 18 turn 550. So I think this is a 19 turn 550 or 20. It doesn't say really, but I'm going to look it up. Like I said, I'm going to look it up on the motor can in the picture. You can see the markings in the motor can in the picture. Here I don't see any markings on this one. So we'll see what happens though. But what I'll do is I'll run a nickel metal, I'll run a 2S, and then I'll run a 3S. Whoa, big letdown, no foams, no foams. That's a big letdown. Maybe that's the difference between the brushed and the brushless edition, is that one has foams. This doesn't. Suspension feels good. I've got a couple sets of short course wheels and tires to throw in here, no big deal. And then I could use these as spares for my brushed rigs that don't need the foam. Wow, that's crazy, no foam. Unless that's a factory defect. Anyway, that's $99. Suspension, oh yeah, it's good. The rear is a little bit, they put an extra spacer. I remember the rear suspension on my Grampus needed to be tuned. I changed the springs out and the oil to 30 weight, and it was perfect. But this seems much better. Much better. The other one was sagging all the time like that. This one has got enough rebound to it. But anyway, yes, we've got everything is branded Iconic, and it's pretty nice. You get a 3-channel receiver. You got a high torque servo, a 40 amp ESC. It comes with a nickel metal with the Deans on it, so that's cool. Transmission has got, I think it's metal. It's got a Metal Gear fluid filled differential, but the transmission gears are plastic, but you can get metal transmission gears, and a spur as well. We've got metal dog bones and out drives, and let's see underneath. Underneath is pretty nice. Yeah, this is a really nice chassis. Looks like you've got areas to run your own kind of straps depending on what kind of battery you want to run. It looks like a really nice composite material, and seems like it should hold up pretty well. Let's give it a little flex. A little bit, but that's good. It's got some nice bracing here. So I think this is going to be a good truck. Only thing that I'm disappointed is that there's no foams in here. Although I can always, oh, they're not glued either. Huh. No glue and no foam. I think that must be a defect. I think that these ones just didn't make it to the, wait, that one's glued. Yeah, these ones just didn't get their foams. Let me see the other side. Pretty sure I should have had foam in here. Yeah, that one's not glued. I wish they weren't, all of them weren't glued. I'd put my own foams in them. But yeah, I'm just going to glue that and run it on nickel metal, run it on 2S, and run it on 3S. The body's pretty decent. It's not ultra thick or anything like that, and it has a decent short course look. What I do notice is there's no mud flaps. Most short course trucks have mud flaps back here. This is nice and flexible though. Don't see that breaking. It's hinged. It's hinged right there too, so it can move up and down on that little hinge. That's cool. How about this one? Yeah, these have a good flex. Oh, I'm impressed with that. That's cool. It's gonna take some hits, but I'm gonna leave the stock tires on for nickel metal and 2S, and then I'm going to change it over to some different short course wheels and tires when we run 3S, at least in the rear, because it is 2-wheel drive. Because yeah, this is going to take 3S. Now I wouldn't recommend running 3S on this all the time, and just keep it, if you were to do that, just keep an eye on your temperatures. Like, don't go balls to the wall 3S the whole time. You'll probably burn up that motor, but you could run for a few minutes at a time. Just kind of moderate your throttle and check your temperatures. If it's not getting too hot, keep going. If you feel like it's getting hot, then let it cool down for a few minutes and then ride again. But running on 3S with brushed motors, you got to be careful. Some of them take it like no tomorrow, like the VRX Turbo Speed 19 turn 550. Now that has been running 3S almost its whole life. It came in the IMEX Samurai, the VRX Samurai. And I only ran that on a stock battery, and then I ran it on 2S one time each. And it's been on 3S ever since, and that's been over a year. And it's been a couple of rigs. I ran that in my Tamiya TT02B on 3S for days, and now it's in my DT03. So I'm not sure how this one will handle 3S, but we're going to give it a chance, at least for a few minutes for sure, just to see what we can do. And of course, we got fixed links, so just like the other one, because I think these are the same links and the same arms are similar. I know the rears are the same for sure. So anyway, guys, this is really nice. This is $100. This is $100. You get a short course truck with a really nice chassis for $100. Ready to run. All you need is the 4 AA's for this. This is a 3-channel. There's your 3rd channel right there. So this is really cool. This doesn't have lights like this one does, but it's real cool. So I'm going to charge up this batteries, and we're going to run this one today. And then tomorrow we'll do an unboxing of this one, and we'll run this one tomorrow. So as of right now, just looking at this, the only downfall would be there's no foam in the tires. Other than that, this is probably the best bang for your buck for $100. I mean, I have to run it first, but I know the transmission, and I know a lot of these parts from my other rig, and that chassis just looks like an added bonus. But let me go get my Team Associate out real quick, guys, and we'll do a quick comparison. Hold on. So this ready to run is over $300, and you can get the almost ready to run without the battery around $280. I think it was on sale for $280 for a while, and then the fully ready to run LiPo edition was, I think, $329 or $39, anywhere after taxes, around $350 for this. And this is only $100. So this is This is a comparison, but this is over 3 times the price. Starting off, I mean, you can see it. Team Associated uses some of the best materials that there is. They use really, really nice stuff. What I just noticed is that my Nerf bars are not here. I'm missing Nerf bars. I gotta email the. I'm gonna have to email them because let me see. Oh, you have to buy the Nerf bars separately. Crazy. There's no Nerf bars on that. There's spots for the Nerf bars, but they're not on there. Wow. Okay, I gotta order Nerf bars. They go right here because they're not in the picture, and I should look closer. Anyway, looking at these chassis, they're similar. This one is a little bit wider. I mean, this has fully adjustable turnbuckles, but the damping on both of these are actually pretty good. This, of course, has got better wheels and tires, of course. This is pretty good design here too. He's got the foam inserts here. Those are adjustable turnbuckles, but similar layout. That's for sure. Similar layout, and the wheelbase is almost the same. This might be a few millimeters longer. No, it's the same. They're right around 13. Wow. So there's no Nerf bars on this. I did not notice that. I want my damn Nerf bars. I'm going to see if I can order some. And then they go right here. See? It's supposed to be Nerf bars here. I'm going to send them an email and see about those Nerf bars and see why there's no foam in these, because I think it says foam-filled tires on the website. Also not a deal breaker. But couple things that you don't get with these. You don't get any foam. You don't get mud flaps. You don't get Nerf bars. The material, though, looks great. This one's got a little bit extra webbing. This is made out of pretty stiff stuff, so I don't think it really needs webbing. But yeah, these are this is 3 times the amount of this. And if you want the brushless version of this, it's a 150, and it comes with the exact same setup, but not branded Reedy. It's branded their brand, Iconic, but I'm pretty sure it's a 60 or the 50 amp like this one, and then it is the 3652, 3300 kV. It's Hobby Wing. This is Hobby Wing stuff. That's a Hobby Wing motor. That's a Hobby Wing ESC, but Reedy rebrands them for their own. And for $150, you can get this brushless with this same style system in it, which is a pretty good deal. And I wonder if the brushless version has foams and Nerf bars. I have to look into that. Anyway, guys, you can't go wrong. Your first short course truck, you got $100, you're ready to race, there you go. And then you update to a 17.5 censored system, and then you can race in the stock class. They let you race brushed motors in the stock class, and then because I think 17.5 is considered like a stock brushed can. So you can run this with the 17.5 class until you can get your 17.5 motor in ESC. $100. Wow, this is nice. This is really nice for $100. Tire foams and Nerf bars were kind of a downfall, but what do you expect for $100? Anyway, guys, I'm Charged Battery, and we'll be out running. Peace.